Welcome to Simple and Clean, a Kingdom Hearts podcast. I'm Mayanna Berrin.
And I'm Mischa Stanton.
And we're joined by a special guest today, our third party member.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Oscar Montoya.
Yay, Oscar Montoya.
I'm Ariel.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, do you want to tell people a little bit about yourself?
Yes. So I am a comedian improviser, originally from Colombia.
Yeah.
Moved here when I was 12 and just absorbed pop culture. I'm currently a Dropout cast member.
Hell yes.
And a podcast host.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you're familiar with the setup?
Oh, yes.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Yes,
Thank you.
for
Thanks for
lending your
having me.
podcast
Oh,
talents.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. So, Oscar, what is your relationship to Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, wait. So, this game came out in the year 2002. Okay.
2002.
I remember it was a huge deal that Haley Joel Osment, fresh
Sixth
from
Sense.
The Sixth Sense,
Yes.
was voicing Sora, and to me, for some reason, that was a big draw for me. I don't know why. I've always been like a horror kid, and I watched The Sixth Sense, and I loved Haley in it, and I was like,
Wow.
oh my gosh, finally a kid gets to do a kid thing.
Yes.
was my thought, and then the opening credits got released, and that took me out. I said, I'm sold.
Yes.
I'm absolutely so. What concoction is this? It's an original IP, but we're borrowing stuff from the Final Fantasy universe, and we're borrowing from the Disney catalog, and it's a Square Enix game. Baby. Baby, I was in day one.
Yeah.
I was in. Yes.
How old were you when that went?
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. I was in high school.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was deep in JRPGs.
Okay.
Square Enix loved. So this spoke to me.
Wow.
And with Disney stuff is something that I would like. So I didn't grow up with Disney
Right.
because I'm from Colombia and I didn't have access to it.
Yeah, I was kind of going to ask what access was like to these properties in Colombia.
Not much.
Yeah.
You know, the only American thing I had access to was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Awesome.
Honestly, if you were to only get one,
I know.
That's
that
the
was
one
it.
to get,
And
yeah.
it was it continues to be my entire personality. So when I came to the US, I was into American pop culture, and Disney was a big part of it. But I never really watched any of the Disney movies or anything. This is a slight plug, I guess.
Speak on
but
it.
Go for it.
My very first podcast was a podcast called Inside the Disney Vault, which is a podcast I started in 2015.
Whoa.
And it was when I moved to LA.
Oh my gosh.
And the concept of Disney adults was new to me because
Okay.
I'm from the East Coast. There's really not that many Disney adults in the East Coast, not in New York where I'm
Definitely
from.
not,
And so
no.
when I moved here, I was like, why are people obsessed with Disney?
because it's 45 minutes away.
Yes, exactly. It's
Yeah.
so close. I was weirdly Disney is for children, right? And my friend Rachel Chapman,
Hell yeah.
she was like, I have to show you. And then she invited my friend Claire Logren, and we went to Disneyland. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I don't understand what any of this means. And so our podcast Inside the Disney Vault was watching every single Disney animated movie
Oh my God.
in chronological order. And now having played, because I've recently played Kingdom Hearts, watching every single Disney movie and then playing the game, whereas before the draw for me was more Final
Oh my God,
Fantasy.
you didn't know any of the Disney at all
None
of
of
Kingdom
it.
Hearts.
No context.
That's most of it.
Not really. I was Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Okay,
You're
cool.
That I
Yuki
got.
Kisaragi? Absolutely.
That period, right? I was like, Peter Pan, okay. Why is Tinkerbell so mean? So for that, I was like, wait, a trial in Alice in Wonderland? Okay, I guess. But now I understand the
Now you get it.
references.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. You did the full circle around the sun.
I did.
So crazy.
I took 3 lefts. You know?
You're like, eh.
Well, so then I feel like you'll have a unique perspective on exactly how necessary the Disney of it all is to Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
And also it is more Disney than it is Final Fantasy.
It really, way more.
And that was my takeaway as when I was younger. I was
Yeah.
like, this is more Disney than it is Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my boy Cloud? He showed up once.
He's only here for a little
But
bit.
I will say, Final Fantasy VIII is my favorite fantasy game. So I was
you were eating.
so excited when they had Sephi. I was like, what? I was so geeked. Squall. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Lionheart.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so to me, I was like, oh, those characters are in there. It's a 10 out of 10
Okay, that's
for
a
me.
good one because Leon is in Kingdom
He's
Hearts a lot.
super plot heavy.
Yes.
He's like the big brother to Sora
Yeah.
a little bit. Or like
He's like the trainer.
Yeah. He's like your Mr. Miyagi for like a second.
That
For like
part.
a second. Yeah.
Begrudgingly so, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
guess
then
like a
he's
Mr. Miyagi, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we're going to try to recap the glory, the wonder,
The masterpiece.
the masterpiece that is Kingdom Hearts 1, parentheses, 2002.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. And now question, the most recent time you've played it, which system, which version?
I played it on the PS5.
Okay.
It was a PS4 game. It was Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Final
Okay,
Mix.
sweet.
Yes.
So you got the full Kingdom Hearts experience.
I got the full Kingdom Hearts experience with updated graphics because I did look back and I was like, oh, these graphics are really great. And then I looked at a video for the original. I was like, oh yeah, they definitely upgraded
Yeah,
these.
they gave it a little spit shine.
Yes, they did. This is your fault, by the way. You've opened.
I know.
We've
You got
unlocked.
you got the Keyblade.
We unlocked.
My lock has been open. I am fully submerged in Kingdom Hearts lore.
Here's the thing that I've realized. Kingdom Hearts is like the sleeper agent code for
Yeah.
people of our generation. Because
Period.
I'll be like, Kingdom Hearts. And people's like, eyes will light up with a memory deep within them.
It's our time.
It's our time.
It's our time to come back. It's really coming back around.
And also 4 is about to come out.
Any day now.
Disney is like embracing the brand for presumably, it seems like the first time ever. Like they're like doing references because Disneyland's doing their 70th anniversary right now. And they're doing a new Mickey Mouse live little stage show. And there's a Keyblade on the set.
Wait, what?
And for the 70th anniversary celebration, their thing is you buy a Disneyland key to the kingdom and you take it to all of these little locks and you can get a little pin if you lock up. Yeah,
Way.
I'm not kidding.
Kingdom Hearts movie when?
Girl, I think that's also
It's also in
I
development.
think it's also in development.
Wait.
Here's the other thing, on which we will cover. There was a pilot, an animated pilot for a Disney Channel animated series about Kingdom Hearts. And then, like a year ago on Twitter, the entire animatic leaked. And so we are going to watch it because, man, do they jump ahead in some plot points in that pilot.
Oh, okay. So they're keeping you busy.
Yeah, we picked the perfect time.
Yep.
We literally picked the perfect time to start a Kingdom Hearts podcast.
I
There's
think
so much
so.
fun updates happening
Honestly.
in real time right now.
Oh, how exciting.
All
Okay,
right, let's do it.
Before we can understand any of these exciting
Yes.
things coming in the future,
Yes.
we need to start where
At
it
the
all
very
started.
beginning.
Where it all started, Kingdom Hearts 1.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real or not?
And then it kicks in.
And then boom, there's a CGI boy in the weird ether and he's fallen from the sky or he's diving into the ocean and maybe he's a girl because he's got pretty eyelashes.
And the hottest banger of 2002 is
hottest
playing.
banger of
The
2002.
hottest club banger.
Can we talk about this song?
Yes.
Nada. She
A
ate.
song that has made countless gays.
Yes.
Truly. Like, I didn't know what house music was.
That part. It was children's house music.
It was children's house music. And so we open with Sora, and he is having all these weird flashing images. We see Kairi briefly. We see Riku briefly. And it's not clear if he's dreaming or he's hallucinating or what's going on.
Or if it's just like a music video.
Or if it's just a music video that's just like happening.
It is presented like a music video.
It feels very music video.
It glosses over the reality of the situation like a music video, and then the rest of the game treats it as though it was a vision Sora had, and you're like, I had to catch up.
Yeah, 100%. And then you open on this weird, giant, stained glass floor of Snow White.
Y'all, I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Which is fun, too, because it's the first Disney movie ever.
Mm-hmm.
It really feels like we are at the genesis of some religious experience.
Yep.
There's angelic choir music playing. And this is the tutorial.
Yeah.
This is the first moments you get to control Sora, and there's this ethereal voice that's sort of beckoning you forward that's like, don't be afraid. And apparently, I believe Namura confirmed this, that voice is Mickey Mouse. The first little bit of dialogue that's like, you can't hear it, but it's talking to Sora is allegedly Mickey Mouse.
So, in canon, that sounds like this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, huh? Don't be afraid. Believe in yourself.
Go towards the light. Yeah, exactly. It's very that.
That was so good.
And then you have your first kind of choice, which is a sword, a shield, or a staff. And they give you like a little bit of like a personality test about it. What it's actually doing is mechanically deciding levels of experience you'll get at different
They
times.
do not tell you.
They don't tell you. They do not tell you
Very
that.
much, this game will not tell you.
They won't tell you
anything.
Okay, which one did you pick?
Yeah, which one did you pick?
Can you guess?
Ooh, sword.
I think you picked the shield.
Yes.
Oh my god, which means we currently have represented once again the three, because I picked sword the first time.
And I picked the wizard staff because I'm magic.
Wow. Well, it says like protect your friends. I said yes, that one.
Yeah, that part.
That one.
Yeah, I see it.
You meet your first Heartless, you beat him to death, and you're off to the races. Hey, that's what is happening. And then you see a couple more stained glasses. You see Cinderella, you see Sleeping Beauty, and then you see Belle. You walk towards this light and your shadow extends behind you. And it's a big, scary monster with dreadlocks, kind of.
Well, it's got spiky hair like you have spiky hair.
It's got spiky hair like you. It's almost like it's you, but scary.
But monstrous.
But it's like a monstrous. And there's a big, gaping, heart-shaped hole in the middle of this creature's chest. And this is your first boss fight. And you win because it's the tutorial.
Yes.
Right.
As someone who's like, at the time, I was like really into Marvel comics and specifically video, like Marvel's Capcom 2.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, oh, this feels like is that his name? Blackheart?
Ooh, wait.
Do you know Mephisto's son?
Yes.
I
Ooh,
believe
yes.
his name is Blackheart. But they look exactly the same. Do it side by side.
Yes.
And they are so similar.
Okay, living. One of the other things that happens during this tutorial is you flash to a beach that you don't have context for yet, but is Destiny Islands, and Selfie, Tidus, and Waka are
From
there.
all various Final Fantasy games.
Yes, various Final Fantasies.
But they, in those games, they're adults, and here they're baby kids.
They're baby kids. What's also
the chibi
interesting,
version.
the chibi version. What's also interesting is Final Fantasy X released around the same time,
right.
and so like cross promotion. We love to see synergy at a corporate level.
Synergy in a Kingdom Hearts game, corporate synergy couldn't be
corporate synergy. And these versions of Tidus, Selfie, and Waka, who are these Final Fantasy characters. Selfie is from Final Fantasy VIII. Waka and Tidus are from Final Fantasy X. Ask you kind of probing
Another personality
psychological
quiz.
questions. Yeah, another personality
It's like
quiz.
I'm reading Cosmo.
And I think, it was our Cosmo. And I think like those are another mechanical thing of some kind. I think they kind of like help you with your base stats or something. There's like a weird, I know.
I had no idea that was the case.
Yeah. It's really strange. And I think it also like, it has to do with how frequently and to what scale you gain EXP. Like,
Okay.
I'll double check this. We'll do
All
a
right.
fact check corner if I'm wrong. And so then, you fight this shadow monster. The darkness starts to kind of close in around you. It's grabbing you. It's scary. And then you wake up on Destiny Islands. You're home.
It's just a vibe.
It's just a vibe. It was very classic 2002 video game aesthetic.
Yes.
Where everything was super tropical.
Yeah.
Every water was so blue. Every sand was so white. Every palm was so tree.
We had
you know?
Super Mario Sunshine. We had
Yes.
Jack and Daxter.
You're
we were living.
right.
It was a really big aesthetic. And I think part of that was to do with like vibrancy. Like
Yeah.
there's so many colors
Yes.
you can get. There's so much texture you can get, all within kind of one tonal setting.
Come
the
on.
bluest, most heavenly sky.
Yeah.
That almost you're like, are we dead? We don't know. We're not.
Well, yes,
but
but
we
also,
might?
listen, here is the big thing, and I don't have an answer to this. Maybe you can help me out.
Okay.
What is this a metaphor for?
Oh, we have opinions.
Because Destiny Islands?
Yes. Palpu fruit. Entwining
on.
people.
Okay, yeah. So what happens on Destiny Islands?
Yeah, so what happens on Destiny Islands is Sora, Kairi, and Riku, who are our three best friends, are in the middle of building a raft that will take them away from Destiny Islands to these other worlds they've been hearing so much about, because Kairi, Sora and Riku's female friend, comes from another world. She doesn't really remember anything about it, but they know that one day she appeared at the mayor's house and then just kind of moved in and lives there now.
Yeah, and she got adopted by the mayor.
Yeah, she got adopted by the mayor.
Which is like, oh, yes. Oh, so there's adults in this universe,
Yes.
but we never get to see them.
We never get to see them.
That's true.
We briefly hear Sora's mom.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's like one scant scene where she's like, Sora, dinner's ready, but you never see her face.
Never see her face. Anyway, so Sora, Riku, and Kairi are kind of like, you know, you're gathering ingredients to help with this raft. You're gathering comically little amounts of food for the journey that they are about to.
But these are kids. This tracks.
3 mushrooms, 2 coconuts.
like 3 fish. That'll be enough, I think. In Kingdom Hearts 1.5, there's also a little sequence where, you know, as you bring these different ingredients and things to Kairi, she's working on a charm.
Yes.
A little charm made out of seashells that's in the shape of a star, which will be relevant for later. The tutorial segment of Destiny Islands takes place over what seems like about 2 days. On day 1, you're getting stuff for food, and day 2, you're getting stuff for the raft, or vice versa.
Yeah.
One of the other things that happens is Kairi, like, is the referee for a race between Riku and Sora, because both of them want to name the raft.
Yes.
And right before they do this race, Riku says something to Sora, alluding to a fruit that is native to Destiny Islands, which is called a Paupu fruit. It's a star-shaped fruit. There's a lot of star imagery, especially in the early Destiny Islands area. And allegedly, if you eat this fruit and you share this fruit with another person, your souls and destinies become entwined forever.
And right there, that's where fan fiction lives.
That's where fanfiction starts, lives, ends, all of it. And so as Sora and Riku are about to do this race to name the raft, Sora turns to Riku and says, like, okay, cool. Like, if I win, I'm captain. And if you win, Riku goes, I get to share a Paupu with Kairi. And then, boom, race starts. And because you're not good at the game, because it's 2002 and the platforming's not very good.
Oh my gosh.
Riku usually bodies you.
Usually
Unless you have your... Unless you've
Shortcuts
practiced.
yes, exactly.
Unless you've practiced, it's over before it's begun.
There's no way.
And Riku wins, gets back, and he goes, fine, we'll name the raft the High Wind, which is a really fuckboy thing to do. It's such a weird mind fuck that I'm like, why this energy? Another thing, while Sora is gathering, you know, ingredients and stuff for this quest, is he goes into this little cave that is in a little hideout area of Destiny Island.
Yeah, like one of the mushrooms is in, you know, you go looking for mushrooms in a cave.
The game, by mechanics, forces you to explore every nook and cranny of this island, of which it's very small. And you go into this cave, and it's very rocky and stony, and it seems like all of the kids at different points have drawn on the walls.
Yes. And
there's a little drawing of a profile that Kairi drew of Sora, and Sora drew of Kairi. Kairi's drawing is obviously better. It's just very clean, and Sora's is very messy. And Sora, in all of this discussion of Paupu fruits and destiny and stuff, carves this drawing of his arm feeding a Paupu fruit to Kairi. No one is aware that he has done this, and no one will become aware for a very long time.
Right.
Sora encounters a mysterious hooded figure in this cave who sort of is mysterious and spooky and is like, you don't understand anything. And he goes, I don't know what that means, but you're wrong. And then doesn't tell anyone.
No.
Yeah, truly is like, well, that was weird. Anyway,
stranger danger, but who cares? Nothing bad has ever happened here. Nothing bad
It's that golden retriever energy of like,
truly
done,
dog.
It's over, whatever. It was stressful for a second, now it's gone. I'm happy now.
Sora is so dog and Riku is so cat.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
And
what a beautiful way to describe that.
That's the first time that's occurred to me. And so, you know, at the end of each day, while you're gathering these ingredients, we're treated to a lovely scene of Sora, Riku, and Kairi talking about various things as the sun sets. On the first day, Riku, Sora, and Kairi are kind of talking about, like, we wonder what's out there. Like, oh man, like, what are we going to see? But Riku seems definitely the most driven to leave.
Yeah, like, how would you describe Riku's personality in comparison to Sora's?
Oof, ambitious, like...
Well,
yeah.
I think it's that, like, he's not afraid of the unknown in a way that, like, Sora kind of finds himself places and then makes the best of it. But Riku, like, intentionally seeks out situations that he doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
He jumps headfirst into the darkness. He's the one, later in the game, he sort of embraces like darker and darker paths because it's a way to get what he's after.
He's willing to do whatever it takes.
Yes.
Always. And I also think it bears credence. Riku is 15 and Sora is 14. And I think there's something to be said about like, I'm in charge here. I'm the adult.
Yes.
He's 1 year older than Sora.
Yes. But he definitely acts like he is like the boss.
Yes.
And has this like weird, to me, I get like possessive energy of like the Destiny Islands. And also like when you compare because it's giving love triangle.
It's very love triangle.
Right away.
I will also say too, just from an English voice casting perspective, David Gallagher, who plays Riku, is done with puberty, and Haley Joel Osment has yet to begin.
Yeah.
Sora's got a very high-pitched voice until he literally gets pronounced by Donald in Traverse Town. It was like, tell him about the ship or whatever. I thought Sora was a girl.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I was really like, tomboy.
I could see Sora. I mean, honestly, like you could make claims that Sora could be transmask as well.
Very.
Do you know what I mean? Like there is a version of that. But also, if we're talking voice casting, isn't Hayden Panettiere the voice of Kyrie?
Yes.
This is big.
Yes.
Because never in a video game has there been A-list Hollywood people attached to projects like this.
And that's what Disney gets you.
Yeah.
Disney will tap into the ABC resources.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
And this was, I think, for a lot of people, because I think a lot of video games at the time, like Cloud was in his late teens, Tidus was in his late teens. There were like adult men, like Halo, like all there wasn't a lot of like 14-year-old boy protagonist stuff in a game in the West. I think it was probably more common for JRPGs, but to have something at scale was very interesting. And so Riku is just like super driven, and he's kind of bringing Kairi and Sora along for the ride. And then on night 2, we're treated to a very kind of romantically coded scene between Sora and Kairi on this boardwalk alone. And Kairi mentions to Sora, hey, do you feel like Riku's like changed a lot? And it's one of those, there's a scene in Whisper of the Heart that I love, which is like one girl turns to another girl and says, do you ever think about boys? And it kind of feels like one of those moments a little bit where it's like, have you noticed like Riku's like really different? And Sora, love Sora. He's not the brightest. Yeah. And so he does not get it. He's not really
No, we're all
clear
best
on
friends, and we're all going to be best friends the same forever.
Exactly. And so, we're getting ready for this journey. Kairi kind of says to Sora as the sun is setting, like, don't ever change. And she also makes this interesting joke that is like kind of a throwaway, and I didn't pick up on it the first time, but I noticed it this time playing through it again, where she's like, what if we just ran away, just the two of us? Ha ha, just kidding, never mind.
Yeah.
Like, it's so quick. It is, and it is like, huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
It almost reads like she's a little afraid of Riku.
Yes.
It does read a little like she's afraid of Riku.
That's how I process it as a kid.
Yeah.
Was like, again, back to that possessive energy. It did feel like Kyrie's like too kind to sort of like shift any, because there's so few, or at least the game is presenting that there's not a lot of kids here and that they all play together. And if there's even a shift, if anything is out of balance, then like everything, Destiny Islands just bursts into flames.
It's very small town. It's very small town. And Riku, I will also say, like, Tidus and Waka are very athletic. Riku's got visible muscle mass on his arms, and he's got very prominent pec muscles.
He's quite literally built differently.
He's built different. And in scenes where he is in close proximity to Kairi, there is a height difference.
Yes.
He is very in the power position and kind of looks, down upon her in that way that boys would look at girls that they're probably a little attracted to, but also a little intimidated by.
Yes.
And the fact that all of that is conveyed via 2002 graphics is pretty impressive, I will say.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things unsaid, but that we can feel and empathize with.
Yeah.
But so then Sora goes home, and it's at this point we realize that Destiny Islands is like the treehouse island, and there's like a mainland island.
Yeah, they don't really talk about that a lot.
And they don't address it.
Until Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, okay.
They
haven't
show
played
a
Kingdom
little
Hearts 2.
Yeah, hey, you might now.
I'm going.
Yeah,
are you kidding? I'm playing all of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dream Drop. I'm playing them all.
358. And so Sora's back home, and things are getting a little weird. And it's at this point we cut away to Mickey Mouse's kingdom. While this is all happening,
Whiplash,
truly. Donald is a wizard of the king. He's going to see Mickey in his giant throne room.
Yeah.
That is like
it's so grand.
at least
enormous.
80 feet long and like 100 feet tall, maybe more.
Who knew Mickey Mouse
had it like that? And Donald goes to address the king, presumably something he does every morning. And King Mickey is not there. And instead, Pluto is there with a little note from the king. Donald then runs to the courtyard to find Goofy, who is the knight of the realm.
Yeah, he's the captain of the guard.
He's the captain of the guard.
Obviously.
And
oh my gosh.
then bumps into immediately Minnie, who is the queen, and Daisy is presumably her lady in waiting.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, love that. They read this letter, and Mickey has basically told them, hey, I have to go investigate these worlds disappearing, a thing we are just first hearing about because we live in a universe in Kingdom Hearts 1 of these weird little planets where all of these different Disney realities exist, and also some Final Fantasy stuff, but mostly Disney stuff.
Yeah.
And they're blipping out of existence. Darkness is taking over. And so Mickey has gone to go do research about that, but Mickey has told Donald and Goofy to go find the key wielder and follow that person to me.
Yeah, big King Arthur vibes.
Big King Arthur vibes.
It's like I have to go investigate evil magics in the kingdom. You two, my Knights of the Round, go find the Grail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they're like, you got it. And then they go to the spaceship room where
King Arthur's spaceship room,
where Chip and Dale are the lead engineers. Oscar is lost.
Like if someone who has never heard of this series were to listen to this episode, they would have a stroke.
And this is what we're trying to do.
That's literally the idea
We're
here.
trying to help, but also, I'm sorry, these are the things that happen in the order they happen in Kingdom Hearts 1, the first game.
Isn't that wild?
It's like an ice plunge. Yeah.
Build gummy ships.
They're called gummy ships. They're not spaceships. They're gummy ships. A material they have not explained at all.
Because it's not like gummy bears gummy, is it?
No. It's some. This is where Mischa pops off.
Mischa?
Gummies are pieces of stars that have entered into other worlds.
Naturally.
And honestly, I think that they vaguely imply that the increase in the amount of gummy materials available is due to the worlds that are disappearing.
Yes.
That those worlds are broken and the broken pieces of them become stuff you can make spaceships out of.
Dang.
Yeah, a mechanic I truly couldn't care less about. Sorry, Mischa.
It's okay. Yeah, so it's
Donald
all in there.
Are on a spaceship now. Again, I cannot express enough how all of that happens in a span of about 12 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. One cutscene.
One cutscene with multiple locations. And so they're off to the races. Meanwhile, back on Destiny Islands, Sora's laying in bed thinking about a thing that Kairi said, which is, I can't wait once we set sail. It'll be great. Which is, in terms of things to say, not worthy of having to think about later in a memorable romantic way. But hey,
No, but it is also up there with, I can't think of anything that would go wrong. It's one of those lines that's like, wow, man, the plot's about to start, huh?
Yeah, hey, we're gonna get to Moscow. And then Sora is laying in his room. It's an adorable room. And he sees a storm that is happening over Destiny Islands, and he immediately realizes the raft might be in danger of being damaged. So he hops on his dinghy, a thing that all the children have to transport themselves to Destiny Islands, and he notices Riku and Kairi's dinghies are also there, which means that they're on the island at this time. Sora is running around Destiny Islands with a wooden toy sword, the only weapon you have at the start of the game. And the Heartless show up. The Heartless are these dark little monsters.
Remember them from the tutorial?
When you had a cool weapon that could hit them hard? You try to swing with the wooden sword, it will not work. They do not make contact. And so they're everywhere and they're cropping up. And you see Riku over on this other part of the island, and you approach him, and Riku's being really weird and ominous now.
Yeah, he's like, yes, the darkness, I'm ready for it.
The door has opened. And Sora's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, it's time, Sora. We're leaving. What about our parents? we don't need them where we're going. What about Kyrie? Kyrie's coming with us. And you're like, okay.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Possessive much?
Truly. Kyrie's coming with us. And I'm like, okay, bro, I don't see her anywhere. And he reaches out his hand, something that you see in the very cool house music video from the opening. And Sora reaches for him, and the darkness surrounds Riku, and the darkness surrounds Sora, and everything goes black for a second. Riku is gone. And in Sora's hand, for the first time, is the Keyblade.
Yes.
And there's all these weird little text on screen, Keyblade, 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 Keyblade. And now you can actually hit stuff, which is great. So you start hitting some stuff, and then you go back to the rocky cave where you drew your little drawing. And Kyrie is there. And one of the things that's notable about this cave, I forgot to mention, is there's this weird wooden door.
That's right.
Yeah.
At the very back of the cave with no handle, no lock, no visible way to open it. Kyrie is staring right at this door, and Sora calls out to her, and she turns around very zombie-like, and she's like, Sora. The door swings open, a gust of wind blasts out.
Yeah. She reacts like with no emotion.
No emotion. No. She's catatonic in this weird way. The wind presses Kyrie forward into Sora. Sora reaches for her and she disappears.
Now, what the heck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what's going on is that this place is getting absorbed by darkness. It almost seems as you're running towards this cave that like the world is crumbling behind you and that like this cave might be all that's left anymore.
Yes.
And the whole world's crumbling to darkness. Everybody's falling into darkness. But what you don't know yet is that Kyrie can't fall into darkness, so she just disappears.
She just disappears. One of the other...
she's not from this place.
Because she's not from here.
And she has a special destiny all her own.
Yes. I will also say one of the other weird things that happens during this darkness moment is when you run towards the cave, instead of it just being a normal cave opening, there is this ethereal, white, beautiful door.
Yeah, like pearlescent.
Pearlescent, ethereal. And then you go in, you see Kyrie, she disappears, and now you're just like, what more could happen? The wind pushes you out into the main island area, and that same heartless monster from this tutorial, this tall, evil, dark being with this giant gaping heart hole in its chest, attacks you. And it's way harder than the first time you did it. And you are alone. And you're just fighting for your life out here as this kind of platform of sand ascends into the sky. And as you defeat it, Sora gets sucked into this giant darkness hole that is like presumably eating his island.
Yeah.
And Donald and Goofy are in a spaceship.
Meanwhile.
And then get to Traverse Town. And they're like, okay, time to find the Keyblade Master. Everything's normal for us. We just started.
Yeah.
We're working. It's notable at this point that Donald and Goofy change into their mainline outfits. In Disney Kingdom Land, they had very cute kingdom outfits.
Goofy had some like officious armor. Donald had like a full wizard hat, big brim wizard hat. And here they're in like their street clothes, which are, don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy ass
clothes.
They're
the most Namura clothes.
Zippers
akimbo.
Everywhere.
And they're walking around, and Sora has, through just luck, destiny, randomness, who knows, landed also in Traverse Town.
Yeah, because this is, it turns out, the place where things and people just kind of wash up.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a lost crossroads area. Sora is awakened by Pluto licking his face.
You know, Pluto from the Disney cartoons.
You know, Pluto, Mickey's dog.
But not like Goofy dog. It's a different kind of dog.
And we will get into that in the Goofy episode.
Give Pluto a shield.
Yes, give him anything, honestly. Hi, I'm Mayanna Berrin, one of the co-hosts of Simple and Clean, a Kingdom Hearts podcast. I just wanted to take a second here to thank all of you for listening to the show. Mischa and I are very excited to be able to produce this show together and share our love for this video game series that has deeply impacted both of us for many a year. If you like the show and you're listening to it, that's already more than enough support. But if you do want to support us even more directly, we have a Patreon. Patreon. If you want ad-free versions of the episodes that you listen to, you can join the final mix tier over on Patreon at $5 a month to get all that sweet, sweet content. If you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. Please enjoy the ad-full versions of the content wherever you listen to your podcasts. If you do want to check it out, it's Simple and Clean Pod on Patreon, and if not, that's okay. We still love you anyway. Hi, I'm Mayanna, and my heart is light with the news that our podcast, Simple and Clean, has decided to share a Paopu fruit with the fine folks over at the Multitude Collective. Multitude is a full-service podcast production company whose employees are all working podcasters. What's especially dope about that is it means everyone here has expertise and empathy in the craft of creating shows that speak to us, and hopefully to you. Multitude's ultimate mission is to foster community and fandom through engaging and enriching shows that you can count on, while enabling creative professionals to make sustainable livings in digital media. And as a creative professional myself, I think that's pretty neat. You'll be hearing more about Multitude in future episodes, as well as other shows at the Collective that you can check out, including a couple where I get to guest sometimes. There's also exciting events, news, resources, and more. To learn more about Multitude and what they do, head over to multitude.productions and check out the other amazing shows that are part of this collective. That's multitude.productions. As Kingdom Hearts fans, we over here at Simple and Clean know there's nothing more important in this or any world than the drip, the threads, the look, which is why we're thrilled that we've got the support of the amazing drip crafters over at Insert Coin sponsoring this episode. Insert Coin creates stylish, approachable, and size-inclusive apparel for so many of your favorite video game fandoms like Ace Attorney, Fallout, God of War, The Last of Us, and so many others. Based in Essex, just outside of London, everything Insert Coin makes is in partnership with the studios behind your favorite games. Right now, they're celebrating their 15th birthday, and with our promo code Simple and Clean, you can get 10% off your purchase and help support us while we yap about Sora's big shoes. Visit insertcoinclothing.com and use promo code Simple and Clean for 10% off. That's insertcoinclothing.com for 10% off. Now you're like in it and you're wandering around for a bit. You go to different parts of Traverse Town and then you kind of come back to the front. You kind of do a full circle. You're like, why did I have to do that?
Yes.
And you land back in the front, and then a man in a black leather and a mini little crop top jacket with a scar over his face shows up. And this is Squall Leonhardt. Adult age still from Final Fantasy VIII
is happening.
Oscar, what was your feeling having played Final Fantasy VIII? Yeah.
Before that, it's like playing this game and even playing it now, you forget how the map layout is absolutely confusing.
It's atrocious.
It is so bad. You like getting around anywhere is hella impossible in Kingdom Hearts 1. Not only are the controls really crunchy as hell, but like getting from one place to the next plot point, I'm like, that could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Like a cutscene will happen and I'm like, so where do I go next?
Yeah.
They truly had not learned to like paint elements of the set yellow so you know to interact with them yet.
Yeah, that was not the design custom at that time.
No.
So you run into Squall Leonhardt. He's like, I need that Keyblade. You fight him. Presumably, you have not done much combat up to this point, and so he bodies you hard, knocks you unconscious. You wake up in the room with Squall and Yuffie Kisaragi from Final Fantasy VII, who is his friend. And they explain to Sora what the Keyblade is, which is a magical weapon that allows them to seal the darkness away, and that only Sora can have it right now. When Leon tries to take it from Sora, it just kind of zoop back to his hand. A room away, Aerith from Final Fantasy VII.
That's huge.
Is having
now this
truly,
is world-shatteringly huge.
Truly,
news.
Why is that earth-shattering news? Why?
Well, if you played Final Fantasy VII,
go on.
You know that homegirl dies. She gets sliced by Sephiroth. So when you see her, you're like, blink, blink. what?
Yeah. And she's talking to Donald and Goofy about the king's mission. And then Darkness, Heartless show up, and Squall and Yuffie go to protect Aerith. There's shenanigans. Sora and Donald and Goofy kind of do like a open doors, closed doors farce thing where they keep missing each other.
This was so frustrating.
So dumb. But then finally they connect.
Yes.
And the party is joined, and you fight your first like kind of boss as a team. And now you're off to the races. Sora is the Keyblade wielder, and Donald and Goofy are sworn to follow the Keyblade wielder.
Yes. Yeah. And basically Sora's like, you know, I fell into darkness. My two best friends are lost somewhere I know not where.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we know a bunch of Disney movies they could possibly be in.
So let's go look for them.
Let's go look for them.
Yeah,
But
basically it's a search for...
This is what's a little shady, though.
Speak on it.
Because this is my issue with Donald Duck. I love Donald Duck, but Donald Duck is a petty little bitch.
He truly is.
Because Donald tricks Sora into following them along on the adventure by being like, yeah, we'll find this girl that you care about so much. But literally they're tricking him to find Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
They don't really care about Kyrie. Kyrie's not in the picture at all. And I'm like, be honest. Donald, be honest. Sora's dumb as bricks. Like, he'll follow you along.
Yeah.
Like, he's fine. Yeah. I didn't like that.
You're so
I didn't
right.
like it either. And Goofy kind of goes like... Because Donald says, like, straight away, like, yeah, we'll help you find Kyrie and Riku. Yeah. And Goofy's like, Donald, I don't think that's the... And he's like, whatever, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out later. And I'm just
shut
like...
up. Yeah, you said it in a much nicer way than Donald did.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was like, we don't need to tell him that. We're like, that's how he talks. So then you cut away to the first introduction to the League of Disney Villains.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where they're all like in shadow and being all spooky.
Yeah, they're in like a council chamber in the darkness.
They're doing Google Calendar invites. They have quarterly reporting.
And who would you say is the boss of that league?
That is Maleficent.
Thank you.
The mistress of all evil.
Mm-hmm.
She is there in all her glory. And we've got Oogie Boogie. We've got Captain Hook. We've got Ursula. We've got Jafar. We've got Hades. Did I miss anybody? Clayton, but he's not a part of it.
No, he's not. Neither is the Queen of
invite.
Hearts.
Queen of Hearts is... She might be like... theoretically a part of it, but I don't think her silhouette was in that sequence.
No, because you kind of beat her pretty early.
You also don't fight her, which is kind of an interesting. Like you fight her boys.
Yeah, you play a lawyer.
Yeah, you play a lawyer. Exactly. You do the trial. So you kind of like get a taste of the threats. There's a cutscene that is in Kingdom Hearts 1.5 that wasn't in the original game, which is as Sora lands in Traverse Town, Riku lands in Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, it's like this shattered place with platforms and like a waterfall that's running backwards.
Yeah, and you again, you don't have any context for this place, but it looks very scary and not welcoming. Maleficent scoops him up immediately. So then you're off to the races. You get your first couple worlds under your belt. You've got Olympus Coliseum.
Can I ask a very dumb question?
Yes, please.
In Traverse Town, what is the property?
Nothing.
Yeah, that one's just like Kingdom Hearts, I guess.
That one's Kingdom Hearts IP. Yeah,
just like Destiny Islands and like...
And Hollow Bastion.
My
mind canon is Lady and the Tramp.
Honestly, yes. Honestly, yes. And
me,
also, 101 Dalmatians are there.
So they definitely do this later.
It's Dogtown.
And they do that kind of stuff later where like in Kingdom Hearts 3 in Twilight Town, like Ratatouille's restaurant is there.
Yes, Remy's restaurant is fully there. I love that as well. And so you get your ship and now you're doing the video game part for a while. This is like the episodic television arc of the game.
Yeah, the main portion of the journey to the west.
Absolutely, exactly. And so, yeah, you bop around your first couple worlds. You know, you kind of get like little tiny plot details, but for the most part, you're doing, look, Disney place.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like they wanted to give each Disney world its own video game, but like then they just made it all one video game.
Exactly. So, yeah, you do Tarzan, you do Hercules.
Alice in Wonderland.
And then you go back to Traverse Town. And that's where you see Riku again.
Yep.
And you're like, what the fuck are you doing there, Riku?
Yeah, he just kind of appeared. Like, you're there, and he just, like, appears.
He truly just appears, and Sora is so happy to see him, and Riku is, like, kind of being all coy and like, yeah, like, everything's chill. Like, we're cool, man. And then he weirdly, for a second, steals the Keyblade from Sora and holds onto it for longer than we've seen anybody else hold onto it before it snaps back to Sora.
Yeah, Leon couldn't hold on to it for more than 5 seconds, but Riku holds on to it.
He's like following that thing. And so Sora is so excited. He's like, great, one friend down. Mission accomplished. Now we can find Kairi. And Donald and Goofy at this point go like, well, actually, we've got other things to do, and I don't know if... And Sora's like, we've got this great ship, you're gonna love it. And they're like, I don't know if we can bring him on the ship.
Yeah, well, specifically, Donald,
Yeah.
okay? Donald is the one who's like, no, you're with us now. Remember, we tricked you into finding Mickey.
Remember, we're using you for your weapon.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Sora, in this little conflict with Goofy and Donald, turns around to deal with that, turns back around to face Riku. Riku, gone. And then, like, moments later, Sora, Donald, and Goofy, exclusively in that order,
Thank you.
Go into a little house and they're talking to their Final Fantasy friends about plot stuff, about, like, gummy ship stuff. And out of the window, you see Riku with Maleficent, who presumably brought him here.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Or through her power, at
Through
least.
her power, and she goes, look at them. They've replaced you. You've been looking for your friends this whole time, and he's gone and found new friends.
Dang.
It's so messed
Psychological
up.
And it's
warfare.
so Disney, too.
It's so
It is
Disney.
so Disney.
No, it's
It's so
classic
Disney.
Disney.
Like, that's... In Disney movies, that's all it takes for you to turn evil.
Oh my God, it's
100%.
like, my friends forgot about me.
Oh, don't remember how you were when you were 13, 14, 15.
Truly.
That was it.
They're throwing a party without you. Meanwhile, Sora, in his words and body in front of you, was so excited and happy to see you. But he did. But I'm evil, and I'm telling you that it's bad.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
friends have replaced you. Could I convince you to replace them with pure darkness?
What if you were friends with Captain Hook and Oogie Boogie instead?
God. Captain Hook and Oogie Boogie are the Donald and... There needs to be a game from
They're
Riku's
the villains.
perspective.
Oh, well, I mean, hey, depending on what you're talking about, there's a couple. But
There's also one piece of lore drop from the first Loop world.
Yes.
Where they need 7 princesses.
yes, Maleficent specifically is looking for these 7 princesses of heart.
Yes.
And she thinks Riku can help with that because he's loyal to her for some reason.
Yeah, because a good villain needs a
little lackey.
you know a good lancer.
If Disney has taught us nothing, is that every villain needs a lackey.
Yeah.
A little guy. A little guy who's probably gay. And
Probably. That is a requisite.
And so, so Riku's sort of tracking both where the princesses of heart are. You've encountered a couple up to this point. Alice of Alice in Wonderland is one.
Yep.
Weirdly, and we'll talk about this later, Ariel of Atlantica is not.
Yeah.
She's a recruitable party member instead, which we'll talk about at another time because I think it's weird. Some of the other princesses of heart are Belle,
Yes.
Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella,
Jasmine,
who is kidnapped when you go to Agrabah, and Kairi. Kairi's the last one. But she can't fulfill her princess obligations because her heart is currently missing.
Yep.
And so Riku is now, 1, to get his friend back, and 2, to kind of help Maleficent in this broader mission, looking for a way to get a heart for Kairi.
Yeah, he's kind of like, well, I'll help you with your evil mission because part of your evil mission is saving Kairi a little bit.
Exactly. And so it's like, this works out fine. At a certain point, Maleficent weirdly says to Riku, you should help me open Kingdom Hearts because the information in there will help us find a heart for Kairi, which is weird.
Yeah. And the way she talks about it's like half vague things she doesn't explain and half heaven.
Yeah.
She's kind of like, if we find Kingdom Hearts, we'll be able to get Kairi back.
Yeah.
Because right now she's dead.
But the other thing that's weird is I'm pretty sure you need the 7 princesses of heart to open Kingdom Hearts at all.
I thought too.
I think so too.
So she's lying to Riku.
She is. She's absolutely lying to Riku.
And I think what's clear in that moment is that, like, he is sort of succumbing to an otherworldly influence that makes him not question it.
Yeah, the logic
As
is
well.
not logicking.
Yeah.
He's so locked in. He'll do whatever. And so then you're in kind of arc 2 of video game part where Riku starts showing up a lot.
Yes.
Specifically in Monstro. So like the second kind of phase worlds are like Nightmare Before Christmas, Atlantica, Agrabah, yes, and then Monstro, which is the whale from Pinocchio, which is its own. It's not even really a world. Monstro finds you.
Yes, because all of these things are planets and floating in space. They kind of turn Monstro into the space whale trope.
Yeah, Monstro is just full on space whale flying around, and he eats you.
Which is this is where my Inside the Disney Vault knowledge comes in. Now, this is a reference and a deep cut to Fantasia 2000, where there are whales in space.
Oh my God, that's so true. I remember the whales and I love Fantasia 2000. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. And this, I will say, these sort of Arc 2 worlds are where the Disney worlds start to intersect more with like the science of the Heartless.
Yes.
Because one of the things we're also tracking is there's this guy named Ansem who like the characters in Traverse Town are looking for, that Mickey seems to be in some way tangentially aware of. And Ansem was this man who was doing the foremost research on the Heartless.
Yeah, he's like halfway between a scientist and a sorcerer.
Absolutely.
Yes. He's like a magical scientist, and he's the only guy doing this research on Heartless.
He's
and
the
heart.
foremost expert on the Heartless, and we don't know where he is. You get to Monstro, and that's kind of the next point where Riku starts to show his hand a little bit, which is he kidnaps Pinocchio, specifically because he's like, this is a living puppet that can operate without a heart, and that's interesting to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a cat playing with a little mouse.
Oh.
Riku's cat-coded.
He's very cat-coded. No, it's giving. And so you get Pinocchio back. Riku disappears again. You go to a couple more worlds. Specifically, I found what was really interesting was in Nightmare Before Christmas world, Jack Skellington and the scientist guy are like trying to figure out how to control the Heartless via a heart they made.
Yes.
And it seems to almost work a little bit, which is really interesting.
Yeah, there's a whole side plot where they're like trying to like put hearts in constructs.
Yes.
And that's not, I don't remember that part of Nightmare Before Christmas.
It really
to make
isn't.
them dance.
Yeah, he wants them to dance for the Halloween show.
Oh, of course.
Which makes perfect sense.
Wouldn't you want to do that too?
I too would want that. I would want that. It's true. And then you do a couple more worlds, and then you get to Neverland, or more specifically, Captain Hook's pirate ship, where you see Riku yet again, who has just been given more spooky evil powers by Maleficent.
Yeah, she's like, I think you're ready for level 3.
Yeah. And he's all covered in green evil flame.
Yeah.
And more importantly, Kairi's unconscious body is very present during this particular world.
Is fully just like napping in Captain Hook's pirate quarters.
With Wendy there for a little bit. They're like in a hold for a second.
Yeah, like there's a part where Captain Hook's like, oh, obviously Wendy's one of the princesses. She's a Disney female protagonist.
She's a girl.
And Riku kind of comes in as like, no, and also you're stupid, and also this is my ship now.
Yeah, Riku starts running train on Captain Hook on his own ship.
Captain Hook is such a sucker in this game.
He gets cucked hard.
He's such a cuck.
I thought you were gonna say sub.
Well, yes.
No, he does.
Well, yes.
Riku's doming him in a weird way. And Captain Hook doesn't really like it. He's like, this brat thinks he's running the show. And I'm like, well,
he'll still let him do it.
He's still
like,
doing it.
Yeah. He's not doing it.
He's not doing it. And so Sora rolls up to Neverland. It's towards the end of the video game part of the video game.
Yes.
And Riku's there, and he's got all these darkness powers now, and he fully has Kairi, who is catatonic still and is not responding to any stimulus. And Sora is so thrilled to see her, but is obviously concerned. Yeah, he's trying to reach for her. Yeah, there's a part where she's in this like hold, and there's like a little gridded window, and Sora is in the hold beneath because Riku's holding them both hostage. Right. And Sora reaches his hand towards Kairi, and it's not really clear what he's trying to do, but in that moment, Kairi's hand twitches as if she can sense Sora reaching for her.
Yeah, I think and this is a recurring thing that comes back, is like something stirs inside him to reach out.
Yeah, when he reaches, it means something.
A, when he reaches, it means something. And B, that like Sora is not always cognizant of why he's doing stuff, including physical actions.
Right,
that like sometimes his body moves on its own to do powerful things.
He'll respond in ways, that are like instinctive almost.
Yeah.
And so you fight Captain Hook, you fight a shadow version of yourself that Riku made that's like very Peter Pan coded.
Right.
And towards the end of this world, Sora gains an iconic ability that is weirdly like lore crucial to other iterations we see of Sora. Sora learns how to fly.
Yeah, it's one of the best ways that they integrate the Disney lore into the Kingdom Hearts lore. Is
Absolutely.
that like the way you fly in Peter Pan is if your heart is light.
Yes, and you think happy thoughts.
Yeah.
And he now has the ability to fly, and he will get the ability to glide and fly to a lighter extent for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
It is a really, really great mechanical thing Sora gets to do.
It's truly so fun and dope as fuck.
It's really iconic and amazing. And then in, again, like probably one of the more iconic reveals in video game history, when Sora is revealed as the final Smash character.
Yeah.
Yes.
In that promo animation, it is very prominent him flying.
Yeah.
It's a very core part of who Sora is in a lot of ways. And so he, beats Captain Hook. We've cleared kind of our last Disney world. Sora is excited to tell Kairi about the time he could fly. And now we're getting into the like bookended plot part, which is all non-Disney stuff.
Yes. Act 3.
Act 3. So Act 2 is all the fun and games. We were going all these fun worlds. And now we're in Act 3. And we find ourselves at this weird castle called Hollow Bastion, which has one of the best world themes in anything ever. Shout outs to Yoko Shimomura. Your episode is coming. And Sora rolls up and sees Riku beating the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, like, really badly.
That was so shocking.
It was crazy.
Like, yo, do you know we like that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, hey, I like that guy.
Yeah.
And Riku's sort of like, how did you even get here? And the Beast is like, I'm looking for Belle. My heart pulled me to this place. And it seems to imply that the Beast like raw dogged space to get here. Like his heart was so strong, it like willed him into this place that Sora, Donald,
there was
and
no
Goofy,
gummy ship happening.
No
with
gummy ship. He's
all.
just there, and he wants so badly to be not there. And then Sora rolls up, and Riku does the classic, "You and I have always been rivals, haven't we?" Which is like, I guess. I suppose you're right.
Like, that's your take.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to
see
just
us as
hang out
rivals,
with
but
my friends. I was just trying to vibe at the function.
Yeah, that is true. That Riku's like, it was always this. It was always us. And Sora's like, I thought we were best friends.
Yeah. It's very, Riku is really like fighting demons he created
Truly.
a lot of the time.
Riku really wants to be the protagonist of an anime, and Sora just wants to have friends.
Truly, which is the plot of a different anime.
Yeah.
But that's a funner one. And so at this point, in my mind, probably one of the most iconic moments in the whole game, Riku, through what seems like sheer force of will, is able to usurp Keyblade wieldership from Sora.
Crazy.
And Donald and Goofy are like, well, we're bound to follow the Keyblade wielder, so they abandon Sora. And then Riku...
Are you serious?
I know, it really was like, after all
I'm so
we've
done
been
with Donald.
through.
Goofy is, I think, just a sweetie.
Yeah, Goofy's just like, I just don't want you guys to fight. Like,
Don, I said, girl, what?
Goofy's the Kyrie in this situation. Donald's the
Yes,
Riku,
exactly.
and Sora is the Mickey.
Yeah.
And so Riku then goes, here, go play hero with this, and throws a wooden sword at Sora's feet.
Which, again, previously established, can't do shit against shit.
Can't do anything. And so you luckily get Beast as your only party member for this part. And thank God, because you are...
And it's so cool.
It's so cool. I mean, it's so iconic to just feel so on your back foot. Like everything you've gotten up until this point is gone.
Yes.
And you're at a loss. And then you get to this weird like lobby room. And Riku at this point is now in a different outfit.
You could say
he's in a different outfit. Now he's in what I have coined affectionately the anglerfish fit.
Oh my
which
gosh,
is a body-tight skin suit that looks like the structures of musculature.
Yeah, like you can kind of see the sinew lines in it.
You can absolutely see the sinew lines, including on his platform boots, which also have sinew lines.
This is a deep cut, but I will reference Tarsem Singh's masterpiece, The Cell.
Yes.
And it is what Jennifer Lopez wears when she needs to go inside the dream world of someone else's brain. That's what Riku is wearing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And he's got a grass skirt. I just want to be clear that there's a grass skirt also.
It's so incongruous with the rest of it.
It's really
Who designed this
disharmonious.
outfit?
It's kind of like that you have to take off the last thing you put on. It really...
Coco Chanel was not part of the Disney universe.
Yeah, controversies Please note it about Coco Chanel. We don't fuck with her. But some advice is good. That advice,
Where's
one piece
Edna
of advice.
mode?
I know.
We need Edna mode.
No capes, no skirts, no capes. And so at this point, Sora says probably one of the most iconic lines in the game. Riku's like, I have it all. I'm powerful, da-da-da. And Sora's like, it doesn't matter what you do. My friends are my power.
Oh,
I know.
That speaks to me so hard.
And Riku tries to throw like a dark energy blast out, and Goofy, coming to his senses, shields him. And then Donald's like, yeah, all right, I'll join too.
I roll.
Okay, Donald.
I'd be so pressed.
Girl,
Oof.
I
And
truly...
there is a fun relationship between Donald and Sora that
Yes,
we
there is.
explore early in the game, where they just like can't stand each other.
They just bicker like an old married couple.
And it's so fun to see that switch later on in the game.
Yeah, it's really cute. And then you fight Riku. It goes weirdly well.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well, time to go open more doors and do weird bookshelf stuff or whatever.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Yeah, truly. And then you get to it really feels like all of a sudden the difficulty just cranks up all the way to fucking 11.
Yeah, because it's 2002 and people didn't know how to balance video games yet.
They really didn't.
And the
so,
game is already kind of hard.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
And then you get a series of 3 of the most grueling boss fights in a row. Maleficent, Dragon Maleficent, and Riku again. And one of the things that happens when Sora says my friends are my power, he gets the Keyblade back. And Riku is pissed. And he's running down this hallway, being all upset.
And he's pissed because, like, Maleficent said that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, Maleficent said, like, if you get it, you're gonna keep it.
Yeah.
And so he's like, it was mine. I had it. I don't understand. And Maleficent's like, don't worry. I've got a backup for you. And she gives him this black and red Keyblade.
It's so sinister. It looks like the dark corruption of the friendly weapon we've had the whole time.
100%. It's got this, yeah.
The normal Keyblade is like just like a bright gray silver with like a bright yellow handle. It's very friendly, very
Blue,
approachable.
yeah, it's
like
soft.
rounded corners, softer. And this one is sharp and edgy and like kind of shattered rock.
It looks like it'll
looking.
cut you if you touch it anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very sharp. It's very soulless. And specifically, it's the Keyblade to unlock the darkness in people's hearts.
Yeah, it's an artificial Keyblade.
Yes.
That is made not in the cosmic way that Keyblades exist, but in this sort of offshoot way that manipulates people instead of the forces of light and darkness.
And so when you fight Maleficent, she gets her ass beat because you're the fucking main character. And then she...
But not
Get her!
easily, that's for damn sure.
She dips off into a portal and Riku's there with his weird skin suit again. And he's like, Sora, look at my Keyblade. Behold! And he stabs Maleficent right in the chest, usurping, hey, you know when the VP just really wants to be president? And so he stabs her in the chest and unseals her darkness, turning her into the Maleficent dragon that we know from Sleeping Beauty. And she is a brutal fight. Oh my God.
Honestly, it's giving Final Fantasy Final Boss.
It's really
other monstrous transformation.
Yeah, final form. It's very that. And so you succeed eventually. I won't say how many tries because I'm not you and you're not me. But then you come back out and you find the most, I would say, when I was the first time playing it, the most iconic room ever, which is these glass tubes with all the princesses inside, encased in like crystal.
Yeah. Classic villain lair experiment machine.
Very sci-fi. Yeah, it's like a beautiful marriage between like evil fantasy and very sci-fi.
Yes. Which like is the exact vibe they've been cultivating with another character that's been haunting the narrative the whole time.
Handsome. And so you roll up into this room and Riku's there and there's this weird evil portal and it appears to be a thing that the villains have been working on that may or may not be like a portal to Kingdom Hearts. And Riku is sitting on top of this heart-shaped portal and he's sitting very menacingly, and on the ground is Kairi's unconscious body yet again. And Sora rushes to her aid and Riku goes like, she can't hear you, and Sora goes, who the fuck are you? You're not Riku. Who are you? He clocks him immediately.
That's a kid who knows his best friend.
That's a kid who knows his best friend's inside out. He goes, you're not Riku. And he floats down menacingly and he goes, I'm Ansem. And he's possessing Riku's body.
Yeah, because
Surprise.
It turns out when you learn about hearts and you learn about the heartless, you learn how to corrupt your own heart without the rest of you being corrupted and achieve ultimate power.
Correct.
It's like reading the Necronomicon.
Yeah.
It's very that. It's the forbidden knowledge. And so then we get this reveal, this really crucial thing, which is that Kairi's heart has been resting inside Sora's heart the whole journey.
Yeah. Ever since they did that weird disappearing hug in the cave.
Exactly. And so, there are these moments where Sora's reaching out for something and has these weird instincts and like doesn't know why. And it's Kairi's instincts beckoning to him. And so in this moment, as he's having this realization, he's like gripping his chest. He's a little confused. And Kairi's voice rings out clear as day, like, Sora! And he pulls the Keyblade up, guards an attack from Riku, and says, like, forget it. There's no way you're taking Kairi's heart. And the reason why I know that so well is because you are about to have the worst fight of your life. You are all alone. Donald and Goofy are nowhere to be seen. They are, like, force fielded away from this altercation.
Classic.
And it's just you, and it's just Riku, and all of his darkness abilities, and Ansem's will and wisdom. And it is a brutal fucking fight.
But what I think it does really well in terms of storytelling is that it shows us that you cannot do things on your own.
Yes.
Like life would be a lot easier if you navigated with your close friends, your loved ones,
Yes.
Yes.
So to me, I was like, I'm mad that I'm losing 7,000 hours playing this villain.
Yes.
But it makes sense story-wise.
Absolutely.
The beautiful synthesis, the Ludo narrative. We love it.
It's so true. So eventually, through luck, God, Satan, and water,
reading walkthroughs,
grinding in the hallway right before.
Shout out to the Prima guides.
And I would say, even with the Prima guides, it just really does come down to a lot of tenacity.
Yep. You get your older cousin to help.
You try out every Keyblade just to see if one gives you a slightly better advantage.
Yes.
But finally, somehow, some way, you do it. You beat Riku V2. And Ansem's spirit leaves Riku's body.
Yep.
We've got Kairi's unconscious body to deal with. But this weird, evil Keyblade has been left behind, the one that is meant to unlock people's hearts. And Sora, in a moment of extreme self-sacrifice, realizes, I can't get Kairi's heart back unless I unseal my own heart.
Because that's where it is.
Because that's where it is, inside of me. And as Donald and Goofy approach Sora, Sora turns back to them, smiling the bravest little smile as he takes this Keyblade and plunges it into his chest.
Get out of here.
And Kairi's heart is released and returns to her. And Sora falls into the plunges of darkness for like a second and turns into a little Heartless.
Just one of those little baby shadows.
Little shadow Heartless. And you're running around as a little Heartless for like a second. And Kairi's running around with Donald and Goofy for a second. And then you kind of see Donald and Goofy and Kairi and they're like, get behind us. This is really dangerous. And Kairi goes, wait a second. Sora? And she embraces him and he turns back into Sora. And he holds Kairi and she puts her face on his chest and he like holds her and her eyes are closed and it just feels like everything's gonna be okay for a second. And then we remember we have to go get Riku.
Yeah.
Because Sora can only have one friend at one time, apparently.
It's so true.
And then you go into the end of the world.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
just like the Shatter Dome. It's just like floating
weird islands,
little
darkness.
platforms in like a floating purple void.
Yeah, and you once again experience the most grueling gauntlet of Heartless, Chernabog from Fantasia.
Yes.
And you fight him, and then you get to like you're back at Destiny Islands again. And you're like, wait a second. But it's all weird and shattered.
It's very weird.
It's very weird. And you're walking around with Donald and Goofy and every, like, no living soul. There's weird, like, vibes. And then you see him, Ansem, who is a, like, hot, dude.
He's so hot. He's hot, muscular,
He's so hot.
with his like black leather jacket open on
He's
the open
a
chest.
bad guy, you
He's
guys.
got long
He's
silver hair,
hot.
but he's exactly as hot as Sephiroth was.
It's
is
a
what I'm
seductive,
saying.
yeah, it's a seductive kind of evil.
It's a
That's
Square
Enix.
Enix.
Thank you, Mischa.
It's a Square Enix
of-
seduction.
Yes.
Absolutely. And he's like, I knew the moment I saw you that you knew nothing and you understand nothing. And you're like, were you the guy in the cave?
Yeah, because it turns out he's been living as like a disembodied spirit and needed a dark
Vessel
void.
thing,
Yeah.
And so then you fight Ansem, I kid you not, so many times. You fight him on the beach. You fight him on a boat. You fight him in the void of all darkness. And he's, again, so brutal in all of these different phases and forms. But again, you are tenacious and you're 12 years old.
And you're an
you
anime
have to-
protagonist.
and you're an anime protagonist. And school is tomorrow, but tonight is for me. And you beat Ansem. And then Ansem says, I knew it all along. Kingdom Hearts is darkness. And off in the distance is this like 90-foot tall white door.
Yeah.
And that's Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
The Kingdom Hearts from the title.
The title, the
And-
whole thing.
And I think this whole time, everybody thought Kingdom Hearts was the heart-shaped moon from the cover art.
100%.
And so you get to the end of the game, and it's a big door. And I'm like, but where's the
right.
big heart moon?
Right, yeah, where's the moon? that I was promised?
Did you not think that?
No.
Oh.
But that is very funny.
Obviously, we all thought it was the moon.
Well, and then like this is a little bit of a spoiler, but in Kingdom Hearts 2, they do make a
They
Kingdom
do make
Hearts
it a moon.
that is the heart-shaped moon, and like they were like, oh, I guess everybody thought that.
It's canon now. It's canon.
Yeah.
There you go.
So-
But if you in my mind, I remember thinking like it never occurred to me that Kingdom Hearts was like an actual physical place.
Same. Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It felt like an idea,
Right.
or just like the title of the game, but I didn't understand what it meant.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so,
Kingdom Hearts is like the concept of being true to yourself.
yeah,
You know
or
what
like
I mean?
where all the hearts live,
Yes.
Yeah,
or something.
the real Kingdom Hearts was the friends we made along the way.
Which is what it
Exactly.
was, obviously.
Yes.
And
but
so,
okay, but it is, but literally.
but it literally is a place where the hearts are friends of the things we made along the way. And then Sora, who's flying because he can fly now,
Right.
Sora goes like, I know now, without a doubt, Kingdom Hearts is light. And the doors swing open and this beam of light blasts into Ansem's face and he goes, no, light.
That's so, like, what else could a Dylan possibly say?
I know. And he disappears. And then we have this problem, which is Kingdom Hearts is now open
Yeah,
and
so-
therefore vulnerable.
Yeah, so like leaving the roads open is how the darkness has been creeping into worlds. That's why you've been going around to the Disney worlds to like seal off the roads by locking them with your key.
Yeah, to protect them from further exposure.
Right, because the roads are sort of steeped in darkness, and if the roads remain open, then darkness can come in. And so if the road to the heart of all worlds is open, that's really bad.
It's really bad. And so then Sora, Donald, and Goofy rush to the door and have to close it. And they're pushing it. And on the inside, we see him, the silhouette to the iconic 3 circles for the first time. It's Mickey Mouse!
He's here. He made it.
And he has another Keyblade.
Yes.
That is a color inverted version of Sora's Keyblade. And he
Yeah.
goes, we had to seal the door, Sora. And so he's got his cool
How do you
Keyblade.
both know how to do Mickey voice so
I don't
well?
even know. I don't,
It comes with your American passport.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Did you not get it at the gate?
No, I had to take a test for mine.
There you go. And so Sora is pushing with all his might on this door to seal it. And Mickey's like, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. And so Sora's pushing and Donald and Goofy are pushing and it's not enough. And then we see it, a hand on the other side of the door, a very iconic gloved hand. It's Riku!
And he's back to normal.
And he's back to normal and he's pulling the door from the inside. And he's like, come on, Sora, we got this. It's got to be both of us.
Oh, he's back.
And as the doors close, Riku says to Sora, take care of her. And Sora nods, this defiant, determined, like, of course I will. And the doors seal. And Riku is on one side and Sora is on the other. And everything starts to kind of fall away. And Kairi is in this sort of weird, nebulous in-between space because all the worlds are like resettling again.
Yeah, and so because they were kind of in like the flotsam and jetsam of that, as those pieces get drawn back to the worlds they belong to, like Sora's on one floating platform and Kairi's on the other, and they're kind of like getting drawn away.
They hold hands, and Sora's like, Kairi, I have to go do this. I'm going to come back to you, I promise. And she says, I know you will. And then the song from the beginning, simple and clean, but it's not the house music version. It's this somber, reflective, orchestral ballad as Sora disappears into this other place and Kairi is back home safe on Destiny Islands alone. Mm-hmm. No Riku and no Sora. And we get credits. We all cry. There's a moment where Kairi goes into the rock cave and it's a beautiful rendered cutscene in all its HD glory. Truly. And Kairi puts her hand on a wall and sees this drawing that Sora did of his hand extending out to her with a Paupu fruit. And then we see Kairi draw the same arm on her little silhouette, giving the Paupu fruit to Sora. And we do credits. And then the last thing we see after the credits is this green, grassy road. This classic, when you think road, it's just a brown, yellow road.
I have literally like seen this road in my dreams as an abstract, like platonic ideal of a country road.
And that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And so Sora, Donald, and Goofy, exclusively in that order, are walking down this road and they're like, so what's the plan? And it's like, we got to find Mickey and Riku. And they're walking off into the distance. Yep. And that's Kingdom Hearts 1.
Now, think about this. This is the end of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Not a happy ending. Maybe.
Like a conclusive ending? Not at all.
No, not even close.
When you are a kid and you're playing that, it is so not what you would expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From a Disney game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so not an end. It's such a cliffhanger.
It's such a cliffhanger. Is. And up until that point, that's the only game.
That's it.
That might be it.
Yeah.
They weren't saying like stay tuned. It wasn't like Wicked Part 1 and Wicked Part 2.
No, it was truly like, well, I guess we gotta tell everybody about this game, I suppose. My siblings, the first time we beat it, we were all crying. It was so intense. And Seriously. It was a couple years before we found out that the next game was going to be Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. Do we want to give like just a second for the secret ending?
Yes, let's give a second for the secret ending.
What are you talking about?
Speak on it, Mischa.
If you 100% complete Jiminy's journal before defeating the final boss, you get a secret ending.
What?
And it's like the most abstract, like dreamlike. It's just flashes of images and different text. You know, like there's shots of this dark city in the middle of the rain with a bunch of neon signs, a world we have not seen. Like the closest we've seen is Traverse Town. Yes. I think a lot of people thought it was Traverse Town for a while.
It's like an urban fantasy environment.
But there's skyscrapers. It's like even more of a dark city than that. And it's raining and it's moody. And there's this kid wearing this dark black coat. And he's fighting a guy who looks like Riku in a blindfold. Also in a dark black coat. And they're flashing words on the screen that's like dreams and nobodies and org XIII, and you're like, what the hell is that?
Oh my god.
And then Heartless are growing up out of the ground, but they're like advanced Heartless.
Yeah.
They look like the Heartless shadows you've seen on steroids, and they're like, they've got these long antennas that are so menacing. And then these two guys are fighting and they like fall. One runs up the skyscraper and the other, Riku, jumps and falls down it, and they like meet in the middle. And this dude in the black coat has two Keyblades.
Yeah, two Keyblades, specifically two Keyblades we've seen before, which is Oathkeeper, a Keyblade you get via the charm that Kairi gives you.
Right.
And Oblivion, a Keyblade you acquire during Hollow Bastion, which are very light and dark coated. And you're like, two Keyblades.
And also like intimately tied to Sora's friends.
Yes, exactly.
And you're like, what just happened? And then there's like thunder and lightning and flashing images and all this text, and then Mickey Mouse lands and he's wearing one of the dark black leather coats with his Keyblade. And you're like, what?
What did I just see?
I'm going to be thinking about this every night for the next 4 years. Yes.
That's the secret ending, yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And that's Kingdom Hearts 1.
Nothing.
They really give you nothing. They give you so many questions, but it really just spurs all of these like desires in you to know what's going to happen next, because there's so much left unsaid.
And this, I will also say, like, this was before movies had post-credit scenes all the time. Like, that didn't really start being a thing until many years later. And meanwhile, here's this thing that is like teasing you so hard for like such a larger world that like you better hope there's a second game about it.
Absolutely. And also it's like a perfect ending usually has clarity or even like a fun lore drop at the very end that's like kind of positive.
Yeah.
But this one seems really dark.
Yeah.
It's really ominous. It's so against tone.
Yeah.
It feels very like mature. And so going back to your question at the beginning of this, which is what is this all a metaphor for? I think it's a metaphor for that really uncomfortable period of adolescence where you're not quite a child, you're not quite a young adult, and you are experiencing all of these really hard, confusing, apocalyptic feeling emotions.
Yeah.
And I think the Disney and Final Fantasy of it all are really representative of these two stark moments in your life between like childhood whimsy and hardcore angst.
Yeah. Like living in a world where things work out and having to take things seriously all the time.
All the time. And Aerith dies.
Yes.
Like there's so many characters in Final Fantasy games who are dealing with like world-ending sex. Tidus literally has to kill his own dad, who is also like a being of pure sin.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
And also a giant Leviathan.
Oh, like there's so many things going on in Final Fantasy X, which I love. And so that's Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, that's the intersection. That's what it's playing at. Is like that time in your life.
Tie.
Can I tell you what I think the metaphor
Please,
is?
please.
It's very similar to yours, but I think that there's an idea of the refusal of letting go. The expectation of like when you grow up, these things like Disney, and I think like Final Fantasy is like very dark coded, but it is like a children's game.
Yeah, it's a teen
and the
children's
expectation is to be like, oh, I'm at that age where I like will let that go and like get into more adult content. But what this game is doing, I think, or the metaphor of the story is that like you can evolve as a person while holding on to the things that brought you joy as a child.
Oh my God,
and
yes.
remembering again, Kairi, Riku, those friends, Donald, Goofy, right? Like the people that you made along your way are very important to the building of who you are.
Yes.
And as kids who are yearning for things outside of your like
of your Destiny Islands, the world's outside.
Exactly. You are constantly reaching out to people. It's like travel or whatever. But in the case of Kingdom Hearts, it is media, specifically Disney, because that's what most kids grew up watching.
Right.
And it's a reintroduction of like the joy of being like, whoa, yes, I used to love The Little Mermaid. Hell yeah. And then being like, it's okay to like it.
It's okay to like it. And also you have a teen character, a 14-year-old boy. And I don't know if anybody's interacted with a 14-year-old boy lately, but the last thing they are not permitted to access whimsy. And Sora is so whimsical.
Yes.
He's so unapologetically joyful.
Yes.
He's so like unburdened by the angst that Riku seems to be excessively burdened by.
Yes. Yeah. And he won't change that like yearning, hopeful, brightly paleted worldview.
Absolutely.
Right. And also the person who's trying to make him give him up is explicitly framed as the villain of the story. Like
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And notice that they're like the villains of Kingdom Hearts 1, no one's a child.
No.
Right? These are all adults.
Adults
like
fighting against you.
The League of Villains are all adult characters who are leading you to the dark side. You don't need that toy. Yeah, come on. Liking Disney is for children.
Yeah. And
Grow
also
up.
like they all are very selfish. Like Jafar kind of has his own agenda. Oogie Boogie absolutely has his own agenda.
They all hate each other
They
too.
all hate each other. And they're the antithesis of the community and the friendship that Sora is fostering as he's going through this. Like Riku literally stabs his boss in the back. There's no camaraderie.
Nope.
There's no harmony.
Everyone's lying to each other. There's like 5,000 levels of deceit and lies. None of the adults win, truly.
No, they don't.
Again, also like the metaphor of Ansem of like in seeking knowledge beyond you, you will ultimately meet your corruption.
Yeah, you'll succumb to this. But like Sora interfaces with the same systems of knowledge. He may not be like as well versed in trying to control them or research them, but Sora looks Kingdom Hearts in the face and knows what it is.
Absolutely.
This great ethereal thing that is unknowable.
Right.
But he knows in his heart that it
Exactly.
is light.
And
because that's what's in Sora's heart, and he recognizes that.
Yes.
Right. And his reference points are innocent,
friendship,
pure,
Disney, yes.
all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So again, this was all done on purpose. It
Absolutely.
is the celebration of youth and childhood and play.
Yeah.
Don't forget this, because again, it's canon and it's absolutely essential to the character of Sora. Sora can fly. Why?
Yes.
Because of the lightness of his heart.
Because his heart is light.
Bingo.
Yeah. Well, Oscar, this has been absolutely delightful.
Oh my gosh. Thank
you so much for being
having
here.
me.
Yes. Oh my God, let's have you back.
Yeah.
Please, please.
Yes.
We want to fill out our Jiminy Journal entry on you a little bit.
Oh,
So
okay.
can you just remind us what you're doing and where we can find you on the internet?
Yeah, you can follow me on the internet by going on Instagram.com. No,
Yeah.
by going on Instagram and following me at Ozzymo, OZZYMO. Also on Blue Sky as well, Ozzymo. And yeah, you can follow my podcast, Drag Her,
Yes.
as well as Eurovangelist, a Eurovision podcast. And yeah, just follow me on Dropout, support me, send me a message.
Yeah.
Let's talk Kingdom Hearts and video games. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my
Amazing.
gosh. Thank you
you.
so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And as always, may your heart be your guiding key.
Beautiful.